Ready for leg number 1 here, the round of 16 between Municipal and Olympia from Doroteo, Guamuch, Flores in Guatemala City, Guatemala. Joe Malfa with you for the action tonight. Delayed a little bit, but ready to go now as these teams have taken different paths into the round of 16. Olympia deposited right into the round of 16. Municipal had to come through the preliminary round, but they didn't face much of a test. The weather won't be much of a test tonight either. A cool evening, very little chance of rain, some breeze as well. And it was a breeze for Municipal in their preliminaries. 9-0 on aggregate. They got through over at Real Vega. Total domination in that round. And now they face Olympia, the inaugural winners of this tournament back in 2017, here in the round of 16. You see number 3 there on the screen in the bracket. They will face the winner of Diriangen Comunicaciones. Last night, or excuse me, a couple of nights ago, Diriangen took a 1-0 victory over Comunicaciones. So a bit of an upset there. The reigning champions on the ropes. We'll see how that one plays out next week in the second leg. And we're getting closer to kickoff here in the first leg of this one. Municipal qualified for the preliminary round as the non-champion from Guatemala with the best aggregate record over the past year. And Olympia qualified as the champions of last Apertura phase in Honduras. Two teams with very rich histories in their respective countries. The crowd is ready to go, and so are we. Players taking the field momentarily, and then we have kickoff here in the first leg between Municipal and Olympia. Fireworks overhead. Will we see them in the match as well as the teams and officials shake hands before we get things going? This one should be a fun one if it's any indication how these teams have been performing domestically and what we saw out of Municipal in the preliminary round, plus the history of Olympia in this tournament. Of all of the round of 16 matchups, this was the one circled by many as the one that would give us the most entertainment as we meet the starting 11. First for Municipal, Juan Torres sends out a lineup that is very similar to the ones that scored 9 goals on aggregate in the previous round against Real Vega. They are led by Antonio Lopez and Jose Martinez up top as they look to keep the goal scoring going against an Olympia side that has exquisite history in this tournament. They missed out in 2018. They were disqualified in the round of 16 last year. Every other time they've played in it, they've at least made the semifinal. As we meet the officials now, Marco Ortiz leads the way of the all-Mexican crew. Captain's out for the coin toss. Jerry Bengtson for Olympia. Ricardo Jerez for Municipal. And now the starting 11 for Olympia. Gary Bengtson, the captain, leads the way for Pedro Troglio. Herman Mejia, Carlos Sanchez brings some pizzazz to the midfield, really control the level of play. Monique Garcia, a lot of experience in there as well in MLS and internationally for Honduras. It's an experienced lineup, and it's a lineup poised to make amends for last year after the team did not advance beyond the round of 16 after their disqualification. Back in this tournament again, they won the inaugural edition back in 2017. Can this be the first step taken toward bookending the history of SCL with 2 titles for Olympia? Municipal from right to left in the red. Olympia from left to right in the white. The roar of the crowd means we're underway. This stadium was the host to an upset a couple of nights ago. Dirianhead of Nicaragua beat Comunicaciones, the defending champs. Quick start here from Municipal, going with the goal right away. 15 seconds in, it's wide from Jose Martinez. Fireworks continue to go off overhead. This crowd has been rocking since they entered the building. First time these teams are meeting in this tournament, but they have met plenty of times in other tournaments historically. Played each other 5 times in the old CONCACAF Champions Cup, 1970, 73, and 1989. It's right down the middle, 1 win each. 3 draws, an aggregate score that is 5-5. Kept in by Bengtson. And it will remain Olympia's possession. Cut back inside for Sanchez. A lot of contact, edge of the area. Free kick on the way as Jose Pinto was brought down. Very physical, high intensity early on. First test perhaps for Ricardo Jerez. Guatemalan national goalkeeper. Was the captain for each of their matches in the June Nations League window. Free kick driven in, flicked on and in. What a start for Olympia. Perfect ball, better header. Brian Moya gets it done. 3 minutes in. Such a dangerous ball toward the near post. Gets it over and around the wall. Flicked down to the far post with power from Brian Moya. Well taken by Edwin Rodriguez. Not the start the crowd was hoping for. The visitors immediately ahead. Going right back the other way. Sails over the bar. Brian Moy, the 29-year-old, was with Olympia in 2017 through 2019. Left for a while, just came back this past January. That's his 11th goal now in his 31st appearance with the club. Capped 18 times for Honduras. And a yellow card issued here to Jose Garcia. Lively start to this match in terms of the goals, in terms of the physicality. The 8th of 8 round of 16 matchups this week. Started with a triple header back on Tuesday. 2 matches then last night and 3 more today. Started with Tauro of Panama beating San Miguelito of Panama. Then Diriangen of Nicaragua took down Comunicaciones of Guatemala right here on this field. A 1-0 scoreline for the visitors from Nicaragua. Minnows against Giants in this tournament, pulling off the upset. And Ediano capped off Tuesday with a 1-0 win over Pacific on the road. Costa Rican Giants, who have had success in this tournament, beating the newcomers from Canada. Last night saw Motagua, who have made 3 finals in this tournament, losing all of them, take down Cibao 1-0. And then Alianza of El Salvador beat Verdes of Belize 2-0. And then so far today, we saw Real España defend their home field against Cartaginés 2-0. And Alajuelense just beat down Alianza of Panama 5-0 in the match preceding this one. Jaime Alas directing some traffic on that left side for Municipal. Now Soto. Juan Pablo Montes clears long. Olympia qualified as the 2021 Apertura champions in Honduras. 4 matches into this new Apertura phase. They've won all 4. And they already have a 4-point cushion atop the table. They've scored 6, they've allowed 1, with 3 clean sheets in their first 4 matches, off to a sweltering start in Honduras. And so far so good in keeping that form into CONCACAF League. Offside flag is up here on Municipal. They're in good recent form as well domestically in Guatemala. I believe it's off this header here, right there. Offside, came back to retrieve the ball there. Antonio Lopez. After losing their first 2 matches of the season, Municipal, they have won all 3 since then and only have allowed 1 goal in those 3 victories with 2 clean sheets. Both teams come in playing really good football right now and throw into that recent run of 3 straight league wins for Municipal, the 2 wins they had in the preliminary round over Real Vega. Nunez turning the corner here for Olympia. And the foul is called by Marco Ortiz. Not making any friends on the Municipal side early on. Every call he's made has been a foul, but seems like he's had to do a lot on the Municipal side early on. Can they harness this energy that they've begun with in front of their home crowd? So far has only led to some mistakes and being a bit overeager defensively with the fouls they've committed. including the one that led to the free kick and the goal for Olympia. Sanchez, good turn into space. Options abound centrally. Cut back, laid off, sent goalward and in. 2-0 inside of 10 minutes for Olympia. It's Bunny Garcia. The 37-year-old in his 300th professional match scores his 20th goal. So much success in his MLS career. Just joined Olympia recently. This is only his 35th appearance with the club. Began his career here in the late 2000s before his MLS success. Returning now in the twilight of his career. And maybe that sun is not setting as quickly as some had imagined. Olympia, founded 110 years ago, have been one of the most successful sides in the history of Honduran football. 38 domestic trophies, including 34 league crowns, and they've won 5 in the last 6 years. They've got 3 CONCACAF trophies in their cabinet as well. The CONCACAF Champions Cup in 1972 and 1988, and then of course the first ever CONCACAF League in 2017. They won this tournament in 17. They missed it in 2018, the only year they've ever not qualified for this league. '19 and 2020, they made the semifinal on both occasions and lost there. And then last year just qualified after the round of 16. They've never, in their history, as long as they've been in this tournament and not been disqualified, they've never been eliminated before the semifinal. Up 2-0 on the road, and that may be the most important aspect of it all. Not just 2 goals, 2 away goals already here against Municipal. Edric Menjivar sets up the wall. Marlon Sequen. Antonio Lopez stand over it. Sequen strikes it. Laser pointers everywhere. And Menjivar is able to make the stop nonetheless. See all the green flashes on the goalkeeper. Pinto dispossessed cleanly by Rosales. Soto. Alas. Sequen. Wide for Rosales. Loose in the middle. Referee waves it off. This is only the second appearance in this tournament for Municipal. Participated in 2020, lost to Saprissa in the round of 16. 86 years of history of this organization. One of the more successful clubs in Guatemala over the last 3 decades. Took a while for that success to start rolling in, but they have 31 league titles to go with 13 cup titles in Guatemala. 15 of their 44 trophies in a couple of decades span from the 90s into the early 2000s. Really dominated that stretch. Here's a look back at that penalty shout from Municipal. Some contact there, yes, but not enough for a penalty. Municipal does have one CONCACAF trophy to their name as well. 1974 CONCACAF Champions Cup. You wonder how Juan Torres and his group are able to regroup after being punched in the mouth here to start off. 2 goals inside of 8 minutes from Olympia. Easy foul called against Brian Moya, who scored the opening goal just 3 minutes in. Moya still down. Municipal playing it around him. Back for Morales. Taken by Moya. Now back to his feet. Moya taken down. And a foul called against Municipal. It was Antonio Lopez with the contact. Olympia wants to send it long. Down into the corner. Bonic Garcia, the first to the loose ball. And he lost it, looks down at the grass as if he hit a bit of a divot and caused him to lose it. Ball played through up the right side for Martinez. Drops it in. Good first touch to settle it. Now taken a bit wide. Play to the back post by Jaime Alas. And it's cleared. Jose Garcia gets rid of it. It draws a cheer from the crowd. Better for Municipal offensively. Finally something going forward. And now a free kick. Their only real threat forward was that chance off the opening kickoff, 15 seconds in. And now Marlon Saquen draws the free kick. Curled in toward the back post. Nobody made the trailing run. Everybody came central or to the near post. That free kick doomed from the start. Free kick worked much better for Olympia. 3 minutes in, Moya the flick on. After the ball played by Edwin Rodriguez. And then on the cutback, it found Bonic Garcia from Jose Pinto. Opened up the foot, played it to the far post. Net ripples, 2-0 inside of 8 minutes. Yellow card out of the pocket for Bengtson. Driven free kick. The run was made by Bengtson. Had to pull up at the last second, harassed defensively.
Damas y caballeros, se informa que la tarjeta amarilla fue mostrada al jugador con el número 27 de Olimpia, Jerry Benson.
4 shots to 2 in favor of Municipal at the moment, but both of those shots from Olympia on target and in the net. Possession is 70-30 in Municipal's favor. Just really haven't done much with it. Nunez gives it up. Here's Mejia. Out to Sanchez. Pardon me, Pinto slips over the ball, recovers well. Pinto at the end line where he supplied the assist on the second goal. Much better defended this time by Municipal. Fed across to Nunez. Tempers flaring a bit here after that challenge. Look out. Yellow cards issued to both men involved. Rotondi for Municipal. Rodriguez for Olympia. He had to be separated because he went right back at an opponent and could have quickly picked up a second yellow card in rapid succession. Here's the initial challenge and foul. A lot to sort out right now for Marco Ortiz, the Mexican referee. Gathering all of the guilty parties. Still looking to clear up all of the cards here. Only ones known so far are Rotondi and Rodriguez, each picking up yellows. Even the fourth official getting involved, Katia Garcia, to keep the peace. Back to the action now. Another chance here brewing for Olympia. Bicycle kick away from Makuka. Rotondi now on that yellow, lost it. Soto. Ortiz getting right on top of the time-wasting tactics very early. So as it stands, it just seems like Rodriguez and Rotondi with the yellow cards after that flare-up, which means Jose Garcia, Edwin Rodriguez, and Jerry Bankson all have yellows for Olympia already. 3 to be mindful of it. And then Rotondi for Municipal. Something tells me with the way we've seen these teams going after each other early on, those won't be the last yellow cards we see in this half. Late challenge against Moya and Marlon Saquen. Sent ahead by Jose Garcia. They're very eager to go long on these free kicks. Very direct. Put the onus on Municipal to get it clear and allow this pressure to close in. But Municipal breaks that pressure here. Jaime Alas looking over his shoulder and finds it again. Alas for Soto. Soto's ball curling, loose. Antonio Lopez unable to find it between his feet. Stumbled over top of it at the last moment when it seemed like he might be able to break free. Plenty of space here for Rosales. Ships it across for Morales. Now Lopez. Got it down for Menjivar. First real nervy moment at the back for Olympia. Don't know if that's what he initially had in mind on that defensive header. Montez very easily could have headed into the path of an oncoming attacker for Municipal. Lopez and Martinez were in the area. Morales. Lopez drew the foul. Antonio Lopez signed from Club America in July. This is just his 6th appearance for Municipal. Slotted through, heavy touch. Lopez almost broke through. And Warner Rotundi has also been very active already for Municipal, just signed in January. He has 20 goals in 33 appearances, Rotundi, the number 10 for Municipal, in the short time with the club. Rotundi is off to a great start in this campaign as well. 4 goals in the 4 matches they've played in the league, and 2 goals in the 2 SCL preliminary round matches. Martinez. 25 minutes gone here in Guatemala City. Olympia already up 2-0. Municipal trying to cut into that, saved by Menjivar. Joe Malfa with you for tonight's action. Estadio Doroteo, Guamuch, Flores. On this field, we saw Dirianhen beat the reigning champions Comunicaciones 1-0 the other night. And that is what lies ahead for either of these teams. Whether Dirianhen or Comunicaciones, one of those teams will face one of these teams in the quarterfinal. Lopez. Soto. Numbers committed forward here for Municipal. The ball lacking. Bengtson clearing out space. Soto keeps it alive, and now it's cleared by Garcia. Switched out to Pinto. Leaves it cheekily for Moya. Moya back for Pinto. Bonic Garcia there as well. Ricochets out to Moya. Moya against Morales. Opening goal scored by that man right there. But Moya lost it this time. Space and pace for Morales now up the right side. Morales surveys the options. Along for Alas. Marlon Sequen tees it up. Sequen just wide. There was a sense of anticipation in the building. A couple of stutter steps, so he had the shot lined up. Sliced too much in the end, didn't miss by a lot. Maybe 1 or 2 rotations of the ball wide. Marco Ortiz has done a really good job of keeping as much control he can over this game. It's been very physical, very intense. We had that one flare-up about 10 minutes ago. Things have calmed down since then. It's good refereeing, keeping everybody in line, allowing cooler heads to prevail. Soto. Back out to Lopez. Very late whistle. It'll be a free kick for Olympia, I believe. Right there for that contact. Need for the trainers on the field. Garcia gets back to his feet. His goal in the 9th minute officially made it 2-0 Olympia. Twelve fouls split right down the middle already, and a number of other collisions that may, with a different referee, be foul worthy. Marco Ortiz allowing them to play a bit. Half an hour gone now. Olympia with 2 away goals, in total control right now over the tie. You almost get the sense that Municipal not only have to come back and get at least 1 goal to close things down in terms of the aggregate, you almost get the sense they have to find a result. Maybe you can go on the road to Honduras, sneak out a 1-0 victory or something of that sort. But going back to Honduras, down 2-1, that would be a tall order. Even a 1-0 win on the road in that case wouldn't be enough. Chance to make it 3, but it's wide. It's the calculus you have to ponder when it comes to away goals. Sure, 2-1 on paper would look better as a loss for Municipal than 2-0. But what does it really mean? Well, you still have to go out there and score twice next week in Honduras. Once wouldn't be enough. A 1-0 win, it'd be 2-2 on aggregate, they'd lose on away goals. Brought down by Rotondi and cleared by Garcia. Moya the first to the second ball. Taken away by Marlon Sequen. Sequen has been a staple for this club here in Municipal. 119 appearances. Was with the club from 2011 to 2016, went away for a while and rejoined this January. A favorite among the fans. Banks and carries. It's Pinto. Rodriguez comes away with it. Out for Pinto. Pace slowing a little bit. See some more players walking a bit slower. Body language indicates that the rapid start to this match and the rapid middle of this first half might lead to a slower final quarter of an hour. Legs growing heavier. It's been a feverish pace through 34 minutes. And now Olympia knocking it around, slowing it down. Picked up by Lopez, goes for a goal, it's blocked. And then Lopez commits the foul. Moya loses the battle. Ten to play here in this first half. Moya in the third, Garcia in the ninth. Terrific start for Olympia. Game has found more of a rhythm since then. Here in Guatemala City. Poor giveaway. Rotundi deflected. Grabbed by the fingertips of Menjivar. The deflection almost did him in. Just hung up there in slow motion almost. Fans already growing a bit restless with the players that have stayed down for Olympia. Marco Ortiz has done a good job of getting over the players down and trying to speed things up a bit. Here's a look at it again, off the deflection. Pinto. Garcia taken out. Heavy challenge leaves Garcia writhing in pain. Yellow card issued here. Macuca in the book, the Uruguayan. Maybe got the ball a bit, but the body ended up colliding with the legs of Garcia. He didn't protest too much initially. After the fact, trying to illustrate what we saw in the replay, that some contact was made with the ball, but the body came through then and got the rest of Garcia. Municipal using this as a moment to compose themselves defensively and get ready for this free kick, which is almost from the same exact spot where Olympia scored the opening goal. It was a driven ball low by Edwin Rodriguez, maybe about 5-6 feet off the ground, rather than a high arcing cross into the area. And with the pace on that ball, all that was needed was a little glancing header by Brian Moya. Got it to the back post and in. This is almost the exact same spot. Municipal have to be alert to perhaps the same exact thing. It's Rodriguez. It's driven, it's flicked, but it's blocked. They went for the exact same play. And why not with the way it worked the first time? Carlos Sanchez puts it back into play. Olympia looking to make it 3 here in the first half. Municipal have controlled large portions of this half in terms of the possession at 65%. But Olympia has been direct and very efficient in all of their movements. No wasted possession around the back. They get the ball, they go forward, they attack. They put Municipal on their heels like they are again now. Rodriguez sends it in, just wide on the glancing header by Bengtson. Some contact there, but not enough. Rodriguez made a bit of a meal out of it. Offside flag came up. Rotundi came back for the ball from an offside position. Jessica Morales right on top of it. Perfect positioning from the assistant referee and the correct call. That's a good time to remind there is no VAR here. So if there were a close call on a play like that, it is the initial call from the assistant referee, and that's it. Red card out of the pocket. Initially, it seemed like an innocent enough challenge, but the elbow might have been raised from Bengtson. And it looks like on the ground, Alas might be bloodied. Or pardon me, that is Portillo on the ground. Forearm right to the face. Got it up and extended, Bengtson. Now he did have a yellow earlier in the match, but this was not a second yellow. This was a straight red for that challenge. In the end, doesn't really make much of a difference. He was off either way. At the very least, that challenge should have elicited a yellow card. That changes things a bit. Olympia up 2 goals, but now down a man. Is that what Municipal needs to get back into this game, find a couple of goals, and get right back in the tie? Makuka had his face split open, and now they're patching it up. There was immediate concern from his teammates, waving people over. One of the trainers out there immediately. Bengtson, the 35-year-old wearing the captain's armband. He's had a long career. MLS, Costa Rica, Israel, and Honduras, all told, mainly has spent that career with Olympia. 164 appearances tonight. Here's the number he got to for Olympia. 65 caps, for Honduras at 35 years of age, still featuring for the national team. Made 2 starts in the June Nations League window. But he is off for tonight, and don't forget, this is the first leg. He'll miss the second leg as well then next week in Honduras. Their captain, one of their key pieces atop the formation, done for the rest of tonight. Won't play next week. Could this be a turning point for Municipal? Not only tonight, but also in the round of 16 at large. Couple of minutes remaining here in the first half at Estadio Doroteo, Guamuch, Flores in Guatemala City. Joe Malfa with you for the action. Round of 16 here in the 2022 Scotiabank Concacaf League. Goals in the 3rd and 9th minutes by Olympia. Straight red card just moments ago also to Olympia. Morales. Soto. Directing traffic, lays it off. Rosales. Out to Morales. Deflected, out for a corner. A correction, it will be a goal kick. Certainly seemed like it took a deflection on the way through. On the shot by Makuka. Olympia perhaps gets away with one there, not conceding the corner. And now 5 minutes tacked on the end of this first half. Most of that added time accounting for the time spent on the ground by Portillo after he needed that patchwork. Cut on the right side of his face after the elbow by Jerry Bankson. Morales. Rosales. Now Soto leaves it for Alas. Jaime Alas back for Soto. Just outside the area, gives it up. Shot blocked. Olympia had done a terrific job of selling out to block shots. Nothing getting through cleanly. The most dangerous chance for Municipal was that deflected shot that Menjivar still got to in goal. Everything being pressured right now by Olympia. They did the hard work in the first 10 minutes to jump out to that 2-0 lead. Now committing all of their resources and energy to defending, and especially down a man. Garcia scoops it along for Moya. Rolls through and almost kept it alive. Rotundi. Attack continues here for Municipal. Squared back. Options here for Municipal. Saved by Menjivar. Rebound. Saved again by Menjivar. Two terrific stops here by Menjivar. Denying Rotundi, getting back to his feet off the rebound. Mejia holding up the play very well centrally. Still 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Well done on the far side to get it to Sanchez. Free kick here for Olympia. Marco Ortiz tried to see if advantage would play out. It did not. Brings it back for the foul. Blasted right into the wall. Garcia. Looked like at the end of that play, Mejia brought down the man. Marco Ortiz wagging the finger, saying play on. Dangerous challenge there. It's a yellow card shown. Monique Garcia is irate. He thought it should have been red. Antonio Lopez, the latest to pick up a yellow. Do they have a gripe here? Should it have been red? Well, first let's look back at this one. Mejia, lucky to have gotten away with that one. But definitely yellow. Perhaps from the other vantage point on the field, Monique Garcia thought the studs were up. That was just shin-on-shin contact. Yellow, the right call for all of the physical play and the tempers flaring and the challenges that have been nasty at times. Marco Ortiz has done an outstanding job of officiating this one. So often the referees in the crosshairs, but credit where credit is due. A lot put on his plate in this matchup so far, and he's dealt with it all. Perhaps the last play here of the half for Olympia. Moya for Rodriguez. Rodriguez turning the corner, taken down. And it's called for the handball as he fell down and grabbed it. Oh, a little elbow there on the way around. Buckle up for the second half. None of the referees caught it. Marlon Sequen got away with it. And that brings us mercifully to the end of the first half. Both of these teams need a bit of a cooling off period. Olympia came out of the gates hot with 2 goals in 10 minutes. Stay tuned for half number 2. You won't want to miss it with the way things have been. End-to-end physical bout between Municipal and Olympia here in the first leg of the round of 16 in the 2022 Scotiabank Concacaf League.
official Concacaf app. No matter where you are or who you're rooting for, you can watch your favorite competitions, teams, and players on the go. Get the latest news on all things Concacaf. Get access to stats, play-by-play, players' information, schedule, and standings. Get instant notifications and alerts. Discover other fans like you. And show your support in social media with our exclusive camera filters. All of that and much more. Take your CONCACAF experience to the next level. Download now the official CONCACAF app, available on the App Store and Google Play.
Completely revamped CONCACAF website. All information in one place with exclusive content. Connect to our match center. Access all the statistics in detail. Polls, quizzes, and live information of all our tournaments. Create your own CONCACAF passport with custom preferences and share region rankings, player rosters, and lots more on social media. CONCACAF offers you the best experience to enjoy soccer in the region with official and first-hand information to follow the action of your favorite team, country, or player.
The official Concacaf app. No matter where you are or who you're rooting for, you can watch your favorite competitions, teams, and players on the go. Get the latest news on all things Concacaf. Get access to stats, play-by-play, players' information, schedule, and standings. Get instant notifications and alerts. Discover other fans like you. And show your support in social media with our exclusive camera filters. All of that and much more. Take your CONCACAF experience to the next level. Download now the official CONCACAF app, available on the App Store and Google Play.
Completely revamped CONCACAF website. All information in one place with exclusive content. Connect to our match center. Access all the statistics in detail. Polls, quizzes, and live information of all our tournaments. Create your own CONCACAF passport with custom preferences and share region rankings, player rosters, and lots more on social media. CONCACAF offers you the best experience to enjoy soccer in the region with official and first-hand information to follow the action of your favorite team, country, or player.
official CONCACAF app. No matter where you are or who you're rooting for, you can watch your favorite competitions, teams, and players on the go. Get the latest news on all things CONCACAF. Get access to stats, play-by-play, players' information, schedule, and standings. Get instant notifications and alerts. Discover other fans like you. And show your support in social media with our exclusive camera filters. All of that and much more. Take your CONCACAF experience to the next level. Download now the official CONCACAF app, available on the App Store and Google Play.
Completely revamped CONCACAF website. All information in one place with exclusive content. Connect to our match center. Access all the statistics in detail. Polls, quizzes, and live information of all our tournaments. Create your own CONCACAF passport with custom preferences and share region rankings, player rosters, and lots more on social media. CONCACAF offers you the best experience to enjoy soccer in the region with official and first-hand information to follow the action of your favorite team, country, or player.
They've already earned. Going to see a sub here right out of the gates for Olympia. Mikel Chirinos will be entering. Wait to see who departs. Edwin Rodriguez will exit. Maybe a cautionary move for Olympia. Rodriguez already on a yellow. You're already down a man. If you can get an extra yellow card off the field, why not? Gary Bankson sent off in the 42nd minute. Olympia from right to left in the white, Municipal from left to right in the red. Fireworks going off in the stands. We've seen plenty of fireworks on the field. 7 yellows, 1 red, 2 goals. And we're ready to begin half number 2. Mejia dumps it down to the corner. You wonder what the mentality is for both of these clubs here in this second half. Municipal, you have to find a way to open up. Playing up a man and you're down 2 goals. But at the same token, you can't overcommit and leave yourself vulnerable to a counter where you give up a 3rd away goal. Have to strike the balance between the two. Alas, looking for Rotondi. Now Soto battling Chirinos. Jose Garcia gets it clear. Monique Garcia. Municipal 8 shots. Of those 5 on target. Olympia only 2 shots, but both on target, both goals. The stats will look a bit different and a bit skewed because of how quickly Olympia scored the goals and how quickly they were enabled then to go into more of a shell defensively. Too tall on the ball for Martinez. And out for a goal kick. Municipal qualified for this tournament in the preliminary round as the non-champion from Guatemala with the best aggregate record from the last year. 9-0 on aggregate they won in the previous round over Real Vega. Olympia directly deposited here into the round of 16 as the reigning Apertura champions in Honduras, and they may yet be on the way to another one. Only 4 games into the current Apertura phase, they have a 4-point cushion already. A perfect 4-0-0, all 12 points earned. And looking dominant in the process. 6 goals scored, only 1 allowed in 4 matches. In 5 of the 7 matches we've seen so far in the round of 16, the away team won in the first leg. This could be 6 out of 8 in which the away team takes the victory in the first leg. Interestingly enough, after seeing so many ties in the first legs of all the preliminary round matchups, we haven't seen a single tie in any of the first legs here in the round of 16. Tauro went on the road against San Miguelito, a 1-0 victory. Motagua on the road against Cibao, a 1-0 victory. Diriangen on the road in this building against Comunicaciones, a 1-0 victory. Moya looking for more now for Olympia. Taken away. Herediano went on the road against Pacific, 1-0 victory. Real España earlier tonight, 2-0 at home over Cartagines. Alajuelense earlier tonight, 5-0 at home over Alianza of Panama. And then Alianza of El Salvador on the road, 2-0 over Verdes of Belize. So far, 5 out of 7 road teams winning in the first leg of the round of 16. Olympia on the way to making it 6 out of 8 if they're able to hold on to this 2-goal lead, but they are down a man. In the preliminary round, we saw 6 matchups. 5 of those 6 first legs ended in a tie. There was the potential for Municipal to take on Comunicaciones in an all-Guatemalan quarterfinal. But as it stands, Diriangen, a 1-0 win on the road against Comunicaciones, and Olympia in command here. Diriangen next week will host Comunicaciones. Can they, in the round of 16, knock out the defending champions? And Diriangen, for the first time ever, advance a round in this tournament. Their previous entries have all ended in their first round of play, be it the round of 16 in the old format when it was still just 16 teams, or the preliminary round where they faltered last year. Olympia looking to make amends for the way last year ended in this tournament. A 6-0 victory over Inter Mohengo-Tepó in the first leg. They were disqualified from there, along with Inter Mohengo-Tepó. Now returning this year, Olympia, the inaugural champions of this tournament back in 2017. After this year, we say goodbye to CONCACAF League and hello to an expanded Champions League. So they have a chance, Olympia, to be the first and last champions of CONCACAF League. They're still the only Honduran team to lift this trophy, despite all of the Honduran teams that have made it to the finals very frequently. 2018, 19, and 2021 all saw Motagua make the final and lose. 3 champions from Costa Rica, 1 from Guatemala, and 1 from Honduras in the history of this tournament. Here's Macuca His ball deflected, it'll stay in. Chested down by Martinez, sent back toward Rotondi. Lopez. Sequeira back for Lopez, just behind him a tad. Olympia right now looking like a team down a man. Staying very compact, everybody behind the ball. You can do that when you have a 2-goal lead while down a man. Makes the tactics and the mindset very simple. Moya almost threads the needle. A haze sets in on the field after the fireworks and flares set off by the fans in the stands. At Estadio Doroteo Guamuch Flores in Guatemala City. Joe Malfa with you for the action tonight. First leg of the round of 16 between Olympia and Municipal. 10 minutes gone just about here in the second half. Municipal still looking for a footing in this one, for that one goal to give them a chance at the comeback. And Marco Ortiz says to get up. Or has he called a penalty here? He initially waved off at Martinez. I'm unclear of what the call is. He waved initially at Martinez as if to say to get up. And then he pointed toward the spot. And the penalty's been given. So this could be exactly what Municipal needs. The crowd was confused too. They initially booed because they saw Ortiz wave at Martinez to get up, and then he pointed to the spot. You wonder if the assistant referee helped out at all with a better vantage point. And now it's Eduardo Rotondi from the spot. Rotondi gets it to go in, drives it through the fingertips of Mendjivar. On the road back now, Municipal. It's 2-1. All Rotondi does for this club is score goals. He signed in January. This is his 34th match for the club. That is his 21st goal for the club. Mendjivar guessed correctly. Got a good chunk of it, but put it up into the top corner. Just too much power on that shot. Drove it through the fingertips of Mendjivar and in. Is this the start of a larger run of goals here for Municipal? Mendjivar, look out. Two to 1 looks better than 2-0. It's not all that different in terms of the grand scheme of things. Municipal would still have to go on the road and win by 2 goals, considering they've allowed 2 away goals tonight to Olympia. This was an awkward one here. There were cries from Municipal for it to be handling after a pass back. I think the initial miss hit from Mendjivar might have thrown the referees off, but it should have been a free kick in the area. Yasnier Matos now into the match for Municipal on the left wing. He subbed in the celebration of the goal. Dropped down for a volley. Struck well by Morales, but blocked. Looks like they've actually made 2 changes that they snuck by us. after the goal was scored. Cesar Archilla and Yasnir Matos both into the match for Municipal. Here's Archilla. Cesar Archilla. Header goalward, stopped by Menjivar. Not enough on that one. Sort of lofted there and hung there for a second. Now Olympia preparing 2 changes. Free kick, straight red. Wow. Second red of the evening for Olympia. Boni Garcia sent off this time. The 2 most veteran players on Olympia, Jerry Bengtson, Boni Garcia, have both been sent off. Important for tonight because now Olympia is down 2 men. And important for next week because their 2 talismen are gone. Oh, that's a straight red, no doubt about it. From behind, studs up into the Achilles. Boni Garcia can protest all he wants. Marco Ortiz, no doubt about it, making the correct call. He had a great vantage point. He was right on top of the play, and the correct call was made. Have another look at it here. Garcia making no effort for the ball. Well, it's been a very eventful hour as the clock is seconds away from reading 60. And if it's any indication, fasten your seatbelt for the final half hour. Olympia scored twice inside of 10 minutes to take the lead. Since then, they've gone down 2 men. They've given a goal back to Municipal on a penalty. Very undisciplined from Olympia all around. 2 reds, conceding a penalty. And now a red card to somebody on the bench of Municipal. Somebody over on the bench for Municipal picked up a red. Play still being held up until that guy leaves the area. Now it's good. Bicycle attempt, half-hearted at best, and out for a goal kick. Well, now just 1 change made from Olympia after they were preparing to make 2. Carlos Pineda comes on. The mindset had to shift certainly when they went down 2 men instead of just the 1. If you're Municipal, now you have to commit everything forward. You've reached a point now where you can take those risks because you're up by 2 men. The soccer gods have done you a favor. Playing 11v9. You have a clear pathway now to try and secure not just 1 goal for the tie, but 2 for the win. And after the sluggish start, going down 2-0, to be able to take a lead with you into Honduras next week. Archila. Toward the back post. That was a shot. Almost ended up being a pass toward Martinez. Jaime Alas was the player to give way for Yasnier Matos. Jose Rosales for Cesar Archila. That's it here for Eduardo Soto. In comes Luis Martinez. Sanchez. No matter what happens here for Municipal, whether they do or don't get the equalizer, whether they do or don't go on to get a winner at 3-2, the one thing you cannot have happen when you're playing 11v9 is to give up a third away goal to Olympia. No matter what else happens, that cannot. If it does, your chances diminish greatly of pulling off the upset then next week in Honduras. So for as much as they can commit forward now, being up 2 men, they have to make sure they don't get caught out at the back. Olympia still have only the 2 shots in the match, the 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. That is it offensively for the visitors. Matos. Back for Martinez. Archila. Morales, back for Archila. Loose in the middle after the poor clearance attempt by Montes. And a correction, it was Antonio Lopez who came off for Archila. As that third sub in there for Municipal. Rosales lays it off, Archila curls it backside. Foot race, Nunez gets there. Martinez. Still drops it back now for Matos. Rotundi. Scored from the penalty. Gets it back on the give and go. On the half volley with the outside of the boot. Needed to get it perfect. And just got under it a bit. Matos for Archila. Well read out of the back by Montes to clear. Rotondi for Matos! The substitute ties it at 2. The manpower advantage has finally reared its ugly head if you're on the Olympia side. Or the manpower disadvantage, I should say. Matos completely unaccounted for. It's nobody's fault. Nobody lost the man. You're just playing down 2 men right now. Municipal found the open guy, hit him with a perfect pass, and look at that strike. Taking it out of the air, putting it to the far post. Outstanding ball as well from Rotondi, who now has a goal and an assist. Yasnir Matos, the 20-year-old, has 6 caps for Cuba, featured prominently in the Nations League window in June. Signed in January here with Municipal. Made 1 appearance as a substitute in the preliminary round. Has 4 appearances already this season with just 1 assist. But that right there is biggest moment in the Municipal colors so far. And they might not be done yet. Matos with the confidence from the last one, testing Menjivar again. It's okay if you're down 1 man. You can manage. Down 2 men, that's a whole different task. Bankston with an elbow in the first half on a jump ball. He's gone. Bonic Garcia, a studs up challenge from behind in the second half. He's gone. And not only for tonight, 2 of their most important veteran players, Olympia will miss the next one. Second leg next week in Honduras. Olympia, the inaugural champions of this tournament. Now all of a sudden on the ropes. A dream start, 2 goals in 10 minutes. And now it's 2-2. You're down 2 men, and you're holding on and just hoping you can take a draw after all that. If you would have told on the Olympia side, Pedro Troglio, the head coach, coming into the evening, you would tie 2-2, you'd probably be happy with that. You come on the road, you get a draw, and it's not just a run-of-the-mill scoreless draw. You get 2 away goals in that draw, you would have been thrilled. If you would have told them it would happen this way, going up 2 goals, then going down 2 men, then allowing 2 goals, it's a bit of a different story and a different tune. It's still a good result if it's 2-2, but the aura around it changes quite a bit. Jose Pinto now lifted. Jorge Alvarez comes on. Alvarez. Morales for Archila. Rotundi tries the same ball as last time, but it was just over the line. It seems like Municipal has picked up on the soft spot for Olympia. Just defending in 2 banks of 4. It's all they have out there. And they're all so compact centrally. The soft spots are on the outsides. Find the runner in behind if you can. They did it on the second goal. Factoring in stoppage time, we've got about 20 to 25 minutes remaining here in the first leg of the round of 16 between Municipal and Olympia. Joe Malfa with you tonight from Estadio Doroteo, Guamuch, Flores in Guatemala City. If you're just joining us, well, you've missed a lot. There's no other way to put it. 2 goals aside, 2 red cards against Olympia, 7 yellow cards in all. A red card to a member of the Municipal bench. The 2 goals for Olympia were scored in the first 10 minutes. And then the 2 goals for Municipal scored just 14 minutes apart here in the second half. Bonnie Garcia, Jerry Bankston. 2 of the most important players, most veteran players for Olympia are the 2 who picked up the red cards. As if it weren't just bad enough to have 2 players missing. Perhaps your 2 most important players missing, and they'll miss the second leg next week. Chirinos draws the foul here. Alvarez. They're going for goal on a free kick, but it's 2v5 in the box because they have to keep what's left of the team behind the ball. Rosales. Morales. Archila drives it. Headed away by Garcia. Now Rosales. Archila. Back for Rotundi. Good crisp movement on and off the ball from Municipal. Can they make it 3? It's deflected on the strike from Martinez. Still Martinez feeds it to Morales. Archila. Nobody lingered on the backside for Municipal. Matos recycles it. Portillo. His teammates won't be happy with that. Immediately you saw 3 or 4 different players raise their arms in disgust. Possession was building, pressure was mounting, and the center back tries to call his own number. There have been 25 fouls in the match. It feels like there have been more. A lot has been let go by Marco Ortiz, who has still kept a really good finger on the pulse of this game, despite all the tensions and tempers flaring. Archila, backside, headed away by Nunez. Matos, with 1 goal already. Morales. Here's Morales again. Archila down the wing in space. 4 options centrally. Unable to find any of them. That ball did curl back in. Morales, he tries one. Header toward the far post, but wide. Martinez rose to meet it. There's a growing sense, it appears, among the crowd that Municipal will go on and complete this comeback. Crowd has been engaged the whole way. The decibel levels have been rising. The angst has been rising. A nervous energy around the crowd as they look on and hope this team can complete this comeback. Archila just wide. A dozen minutes remaining. They've roared back from 2-0 down. They're up by 2 men at the moment, playing 11v9. It's a well-taken ball there from Archila. It had a chance at the far post, and had Martinez been a step or two quicker, it would have turned into a pass, even though it was clearly a shot. And it would have been an easy tap in. At this stage, it would almost feel like a win for Olympia if they can some way, somehow hold on to a 2-2 draw. Alvarez puts it through. Municipal readying their final 2 subs. We will meet them momentarily, it appears. Getting the final instructions over on the bench. Archila. Matos. Once again, the 20-year-old from Cuba sails the cross. Menjivar gets it back into play. Still no subs yet for Municipal. Those two still waiting at midfield. And now we'll see those changes. Chirinos coming off for Olympia. He just subbed in at the beginning of this second half. Jonathan Paz enters in his place. Jose Rosales will exit for Rudy Barrientos. And John Mendez in for Jose Martinez. Quickly the other way, Municipal. Archila slows it down, switches it. Municipal Maybe forcing the issue a bit much now with some of these strikes from distance. Yellow card finally issued to Menjivar for the time wasting. Correction, that yellow card was actually to Juan Pablo Montes. So Menjivar still gets away for the moment with the time wasting. But the leash growing tighter now from Marco Ortiz in that regard. Morales sends it in, loose, stopped by Menjivar. Barrientos in off the bench in that preliminary round, had a goal and 2 assists for Municipal, already with 1 goal in 5 matches in their season so far. And John Mendez also scored against Real Vega in the preliminary round. So an extra boost of firepower now off the bench for Municipal, some fresh legs as well. Archila has the overlap. Archila! Menjivar keeps it out of the upper 90, out for a corner. Well struck. Great positioning and athleticism from the goalkeeper. Barrientos from the corner, near post, down to the back post off the glancing header. Kept in by Luis Martinez. Martinez earns another one on the far side. Looks like Barrientos will make the long jog across now to take it again, this time an in-swinger. He'll leave it instead. Mendez takes it. Lining it up for a volley. It's loose in the middle, and the flag comes up. Rotundi. It seemed too good to be true. He even hesitated for a moment. Finished it anyway, just in case he was onside. Oh, that's tight. It's close. Doesn't matter. There is no VAR. Shots to 4 right now for Municipal. But the most important stat is it's still 2-2. Municipal working still with that 2-man advantage. They've been up at least 1 man since the 42nd minute. They went up 2 men in the 60th minute. They scored their first goal playing 11v10, their second goal playing 11v9. Archila. Just emergency defending mode now for Olympia. Sent in toward the backside, the header high and wide. Luis Martinez contorted the body to still get to it. An impressive feat in and of itself. Unable to knock it goalward. He might have been offside, but the flag did stay down. The penalty gave them their first tally. Municipal powered through the fingertips of Menjivar on the strike by Rotundi. And Rotundi delivered this ball to Matos. Met it perfectly once the ball met the ground. It's anybody's guess what the stoppage time number might be. We've seen injuries, we've seen stoppages for red cards and scuffles. The stoppage for the penalty, I have to imagine it's at least 5. So still ample opportunity for Municipal to go ahead now and win this one and complete the comeback. Archila. That's a dangerous one. It's a yellow card. Rudy Barrientos picks it up. That is the 9th yellow card of the match altogether. Plus 2 red cards to players and 1 to a member of the Olympia bench. In the 90th minute now. Dirianhen beat Comunicaciones 1-0 2 nights ago on this field. Whoever comes through that matchup will take on whoever comes through this matchup in the quarterfinal. What once seemed like a situation in which Olympia would be in total control, well, that has changed. So it's still alive to possibly have an all-Guatemalan quarterfinal of Municipal and Comunicaciones if the results go that way next week in the second legs. Matos. Barrientos. Morales. 5 minutes added. Matos clips it ahead. Portillo carrying, striking. Corner. Might take a moment for Montes to catch his breath after that one to the ribs. Barrientos, well defended by Olympia. Nunez looking to counter. Nunez, foot race. He's cut off. Well defended by Martinez, stepping into the path of Nunez. He was maybe 1 stride away from being passed by Nunez. Caught in front of him at the perfect moment. And his textbook defending by Luis Martinez. Barrientos looking for Matos. It's Matos, it's high. Offside flag did come up. Another close call, but another correct call, it appears, from Ibrahim Martinez. "23 shots to 4 right now in favor of Municipal. Here's Matos. 2.5 minutes gone, 2.5 remaining here in stoppage time. Barrientos out for Morales. Lofted toward the backside and cleared. Gearing up for a bicycle kick was Mendez. Archila. Lopez knocks it back. That ball still lingering in the bounds of play. Under 2 to play. Anivar going to take as much time as he can before he's prompted to play it. Ball has now been in his hand for about 30 seconds. Barrientos for Matos. Taken by Lopez. Antonio Lopez toward Rotundi, headed away at the last moment. And the whistle's blowing now to stop play. 2 players down for Olympia. At this point, lingering down on the grass isn't going to do much for Olympia. There's about a minute left of stoppage time, and that minute will be played from whenever exactly it is that they resume. How many more opportunities are still in this one for Municipal? It has been one-way traffic the entire second half, playing up 2 men. It opens up for a drive into the hands of Medivar, who fumbled it but got back to it right in time. The final whistle blows. What an evening it was. 9 yellows, 2 reds, 4 goals split right down the middle. A 2-2 draw between Municipal and Olympia. The visitors came in, scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. Then the red cards started happening. They conceded 2. If you told them beginning of the night they'd have a 2-2 draw, they'd be happy about it. Maybe unhappy with the way they blew the lead and now are down 2 of their most important players in Bengtson and Garcia for the next one. But they still do get 2 away goals. They get the draw on the road, and now they go home next week looking to find a way through to the quarterfinal. That does it for us tonight here from Estadio Doroteo Guamuch Flores in Guatemala City. I'm Joe Malfa saying good night. It's 2 for Olympia, 2 for Municipal in the first leg of their round of 16 tie here in the 2022 Scotiabank Concacaf League. Come back next week, everybody, for the second legs in all of our round of 16 matchups.